So the practice on our farm for reduced inputs has really evolved over the years. We started out primarily looking at reducing erosion, and once those benefits on those soils were recognized, we started to apply it across the entire farm.
Take one.
The Brandt farm is primarily a no-till operation. It doesn't mean never till, but again, our focus is on no-till to minimize disturbance and reduce erosion. We grow corn, soybeans, and wheat. From a corn crop, we're going to seed a cereal rye with maybe a companion of rapeseed or clovers. Going to soybean. After soybeans, we have wheat, which is an overwintering crop. And once wheat is harvested in the summer, we have that long fallow period that we can put in a heavy cover crop to really greatly reduce the input requirements for our corn crop the next year. A lot of research is in place and available that shows a good crop response of soybeans after cereal rye, or even oats in front of corn. Simple, low-cost options to get comfortable with the practice and build expertise. It took some while as our practices evolved from monoculture cover cropping into multi-species cover cropping, and we were able to see that significant reduction in synthetic inputs and weed pressure as the complexity of the cover crops increased. We do still apply some synthetic fertilizer to maximize our benefits there. The utilization of crop rotation and large cover crop in the fallow period after wheat allows us to almost eliminate potassium and phosphorus applications and minimize nitrogen applications in corn. In our reduction of applied fertility, we're not seeing a reduction in yield, mainly because we're offsetting with our practice in crop rotation and the use of cover crops to increase fertility of the soil. We have been able to reduce herbicide use in years where cover crop growth and development has been very good. The growth and biomass of the cover crops helps shade out and reduce weed pressure, and therefore we can reduce herbicide application by at least one pass, and in our best years, reduce herbicide application completely and use mechanical termination, especially when using cereal rye between corn and soybeans. We stopped using fungicide and insecticide about 10 to 15 years ago. We found that trying to go towards naked seeds or reduced insecticide application allowed for beneficial insects, so the pest pressure would be below threshold levels and not lead to yield loss. Primary beneficial insects that we see are the carabbit beetle. The carabbit beetle is a voracious forager of slugs and other weed seeds and helps to minimize those impacts in the spring. We haven't really seen much benefit in the use of fungicide in the trials that we have done. Our profitability is pretty much directly related to the reduction in inputs as well as reduction in field work that we're doing. So as we see that reduction in herbicide needs, a reduction of fertility application and the number of field passes, that directly relates to our profitability through those reduced costs. We're seeing about 20 to 50% cost reduction based on the crops themselves and the ability of the cover crops to perform well in the spring. As we've implemented the practices, again, we're looking at crop performance. So our target is going to be probably slightly higher than county average, and we're able to maintain that